Go to Malaysia if you want to learn English. Do not go to England. Do not go to America. Why? Because here in Malaysia, together with learning English, you will gain a superpower, understanding every single accent in the world.
Bagi ramai pelancong asing, Malaysia bukan sekadar destinasi percutian. Ia adalah satu pengalaman yang tidak mereka jangka. Sebaik sahaja kaki mereka menjejakkan tanah di negara ini, satu perasaan yang sama sering muncul. Rasa senang, rasa selesa dan rasa seperti tidak terasing. Mereka datang sebagai orang luar tetapi disambut seperti tetamu. Tidak kira di bandar besar, pekan kecil, di tepi jalan, di kedai kopi, di stesen bas, atau di pasar tradisional, mereka merasakan satu perkara yang sukar digambarkan dengan kata-kata. Kemudahan untuk berhubung dengan manusia. Di banyak negara lain, pelancong sering bergantung sepenuhnya kepada aplikasi penterjemah, isyarat tangan, atau sekadar senyum tanpa memahami. Tetapi di Malaysia, situasinya berbeza. Pelancong terkejut apabila mereka mendapati komunikasi bukan satu halangan, malah menjadi satu kelebihan. Mereka boleh bertanya arah, berbual tentang cuaca, bertanya harga, malah bergurau. Dan semuanya berlaku secara semula jadi. Bahasa bukan tembok di Malaysia, bahasa adalah jambatan. Baru-baru ini satu pengalaman ringkas di sebuah pasar tradisional mencuri perhatian ramai pelancong asing. Mereka datang dengan jangkaan biasa. Mungkin hanya untuk membeli makanan tempatan, melihat suasana dan merakam gambar. Namun apa yang berlaku benar-benar mengejutkan mereka. Seorang demi seorang penjual pasar yang kelihatan sederhana dan bersahaja, bercakap dalam bahasa Inggris dengan begitu fasih. Bukan bahasa Inggris yang kaku atau dipaksa, tetapi bahasa Inggris yang hidup, penuh senyuman, sopan dan mesra. Pelancong itu terdiam seketika. Mereka tidak menyangka, di pasar tradisional di tengah bau rempah, bunyi tawar-menawar, dan suasana tempatan yang kuat, komunikasi boleh berlaku dengan begitu lancar. Penjual bukan sahaja memahami apa yang mereka mahukan, malah mampu menerangkan bahan makanan, cara masakan, dan budaya di sebalik hidangan tersebut. Tanpa sedar, urusan jual-beli bertukar menjadi perbualan. Perbualan bertukar menjadi kenangan. Inilah satu keistimewaan Malaysia yang sering dipandang remeh oleh rakyatnya sendiri. Keupayaan rakyat Malaysia untuk berkomunikasi dengan pelbagai bangsa dalam pelbagai bahasa, dengan sikap yang rendah hati dan mesra. Ia bukan hasil paksaan, tetapi lahir daripada budaya, sejarah, dan kehidupan berbilang kaum yang telah lama berakar. Di Malaysia, kepelbagaian bukan sekadar slogan. Ia diamalkan setiap hari, di pasar, di jalanan, dan dalam interaksi kecil yang meninggalkan kesan besar. Bagi pelancong yang pertama kali datang, pengalaman ini bukan sahaja mengejutkan tetapi menyentuh hati. Mereka tidak sekadar membeli makanan. Mereka membeli rasa selamat. Mereka tidak sekadar melancong. Mereka merasa diterima. Dan dari situlah ramai yang mula jatuh cinta pada Malaysia. Saksikan ragam orang Malaysia yang membuat pelancong asing ini terkejut.
Oh, we feel awful. We hate it. I was sitting at a coconut tree having fun. This is how we
That's
serve
perfect.
Yeah.
With the bag.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You're very philosophical.
Well, traveling a lot and meeting all different kinds of people, it causes you to open up your worldview and stuff.
Oh, you do.
So,
Yes.
Yeah.
Although we have our little secrets, which we are reluctant to share with the world.
Yeah.
A bit really secret,
Yeah.
underrated, that kind of thing.
Yeah. But my goal is to always try to just show people kind of what to expect when they come to a certain place, and I think talking to people like yourself and just kind of showing them the city and foods and things like that gives people a good idea,
You never said that I speak good English. Well,
You do.
Well, the reason is I was born during colonial times. Under the British. We got independence in 1957.
Okay.
So when we go to school, they put us to do Queen's English.
Queen's English.
Not any English.
I noticed that your English is very good. I just don't like to make that comment because it sounds a bit pretentious if I tell you you have good.
No.
Yeah.
I'll have to explain that because the new generation, they change over to another language. So
Yeah.
the command is just not as
It's
good.
true though, actually, because I've spoken to younger people here as well, and their English wasn't the ones that I might have ran into. Their English wasn't as, I guess, as brushed up as yours is. Yeah.
Because we have to take exams, based in Cambridge.
Cambridge.
Examination, the syllabus. It was awful. It was tough.
I've actually met elderly people. I'm not calling you old, but I'm
I'm very old. Make no bones about it.
But you look
I'm-
great for
I'm
your
quite proud. Being 70.
You look great for your age,
Oh,
though.
thank you.
But you know, I met also people around your age, and they also spoke really great English as well. And I assumed that it was because during your time you guys were put in these British medium schools.
That's
and-
right.
yeah,
That's right.
yeah, okay.
You know, the British would check our fingernails,
Really? Yeah.
our teeth, and feed us with cod liver
How did you
oil.
guys feel about that at the time?
Oh, we feel awful. We hate it. I was sitting at a coconut tree having fun, you know, by the beach, and they pick you up, put you in a school, and teach you grammar.
The way the British do. Huh? Yeah. They try to bring their culture to you instead of trying to adapt to
They
yours.
try to civilize us.
Yeah, civilized. But I don't know. I mean, you know, I just think that every country that I travel to most of them have been colonized by some European country, usually British, you know? And I think most of the things that are not great, but there are some good takeaways, but usually there's a very negative perspective
Well,
on that.
in hindsight, there's some very good things that left behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Good roads.
Good roads.
You know, hospitals.
Definitely, yeah,
fun,
yeah.
And,
So listen, you can take...
and don't work so hard.
Don't
they
worry.
always say.
Yeah. You can find the silver lining in anything, you know?
Oh yeah.
So,
What you want to ask me, Ken?
I have a bag, please.
Huh?
I have a bag, please.
This one.
Yes.
I want to explain for you this.
Okay.
This is called potatoes, white potatoes.
Okay.
This is called groundnut. That means kacang tanah.
And this is called?
This called is fruit. I don't know the name.
You don't know the name. Okay.
Only we call that jering rebus.
Okay.
All of my people are telling me you need to come here and try Laxum.
Yeah, you need to try.
So I'm here.
Special one.
I'm here. Hook me up. The special one. So what makes it so special?
Especially because it's a broth from fish and coconut.
Okay, cool.
You
So,
want to try some?
yeah, give me an order, please. So you mix both of these?
No. This one is the famous for Kelantanese.
Okay.
This one Penang style. It's two different.
Kelantanese.
This is Kelantanese.
Yeah, well, everyone will kill me if I don't have Kelantanese. So yeah, we're doing Kelantanese.
When you come from Kelantan, you have to try this one.
That makes sense.
Yeah. You want
Yeah.
laksa or you want laksam?
What's the difference between laksa and laksam? This has me confused. Hello.
Okay, this one is called laksam.
Okay.
Okay. This one is laksa. Laksa more like mee.
Oh, so it's more like just
Mee,
like
pasta.
like a pasta noodle.
Yes.
And this one is
Like you call it laksam.
like thicker.
Yeah, thicker than.
Wow, that's interesting. You know what? I've eaten this in many different countries. That style of noodle, I've never had this before. So this is going to be laksa,
This one is laksam.
laksam. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Because yeah, actually, I think in JB I had laksa.
Laksa Johor is it?
So now we're going to have some
Laksam.
laksa.
Yeah.
Maxi,
Yeah.
this is one of the newspapers from the video that we made with you. Many people watched the video. Everyone is saying very good things about Maxi Krosny. Almost all together on different apps, 2 million people saw the video.
yeah.
Everyone is wishing good things. We need to let Maxi finish reading the newspaper first. One of the newspapers is The Sun and also some Malay newspapers. About Maxi speaking. Many people actually were asking, how did you learn English?
English school.
In the English school that
Yeah.
time. The school you went to, what year was it?
67 or 68 like that.
19
I stopped 71. I failed mathematics.
During that time in Malaysia, schools were still in English.
Prime Minister Tun Mahathir. You know Tun
Yes,
Mahathir?
yes.
At that time,
Everything in school was in English.
Yeah.
Even mathematics was in English too in Malaysia.
All my subject all English. Except, you know, the
Like studies, religious studies.
all mathematics, science, history, geography, bahasa Malaysia only.
Many people were saying very good things. I hope that this video can bring more people to see Yolontong, buy Yolontong.
Small knowledge. My food every day changing.
Oh, your food changes every day. What food do you sell?
Rice.
Today rice. Thank you so much. Oh, some more. have. And this is you and I sitting here. Remember? Dua tertarik. Terima kasih.
Apabila pelancong asing berada lebih lama di Malaysia, satu perasaan mula tumbuh perlahan-lahan dalam diri mereka, perasaan dekat. Bukan dekat kerana jarak, tetapi dekat kerana layanan. Mereka mula menyedari bahawa di Malaysia, mereka bukan sekadar pelawat yang lalu, tetapi manusia yang dihormati. Setiap senyuman yang diberikan bukan dibuat-buat, setiap sapaan yang dihulurkan bukan sekadar formality. Ia datang dari hati. Pelancong sering berkongsi pengalaman kecil yang bagi rakyat Malaysia mungkin biasa, tetapi bagi mereka sangat bermakna. Ada yang terkejut apabila peniaga memanggil mereka bos, sir atau my friend. Ada yang tersenyum apabila pemandu teksi bertanya kabar dan mendoakan perjalanan mereka. Ada yang tersentuh apabila orang tempatan menunggu mereka habis bercakap, walaupun bahasa mereka tidak sempurna. Di situlah mereka merasa dihargai bukan kerana wang yang dibawa, tetapi kerana diri mereka sebagai manusia. Di banyak tempat, pelancong hanya dilayan apabila mereka berbelanja. Tetapi di Malaysia, layanan baik itu wujud walaupun tanpa transaksi. Orang tempatan sanggup menunjukkan jalan walaupun sedang sibuk. Mereka sanggup menjelaskan dengan sabar, mengulang ayat, dan memastikan pelancong benar-benar faham. Apabila pelancong tersalah sebut perkataan Melayu, mereka tidak ditertawakan, malah dibantu dengan senyuman. Kesilapan kecil itu menjadi jambatan, bukan jurang. Perasaan dekat itu semakin kuat apabila pelancong melihat bagaimana rakyat Malaysia hidup bersama dalam kepelbagaian. Mereka melihat Melayu, Cina, India, dan etnik-etnik lain duduk semeja, berkongsi makanan, berkongsi cerita. Tanpa sedar, pelancong merasa tenang. Mereka melihat keharmonian itu bukan dipamerkan untuk tontonan, tetapi berlaku secara semula jadi. Ia memberi satu mesej yang jelas di Malaysia, perbezaan tidak memisahkan, malah menyatukan. Ramai pelancong mengakui, mereka mula rasa seperti berada di rumah sendiri. Mereka tidak takut untuk bertanya, tidak takut untuk tersilap, tidak takut untuk menjadi diri sendiri. Ini kerana rakyat Malaysia tidak meletakkan mereka di posisi yang rendah atau tinggi, tetapi setara. Tiada pandangan merendahkan, tiada layanan dingin. Yang ada hanyalah rasa hormat yang sederhana tetapi tulus. Apabila hari demi hari berlalu, pelancong tidak lagi merasa asing. Mereka mula mengenali wajah-wajah di kedai yang sama, di pasar yang sama, di jalan yang sama. Sapaan menjadi lebih mesra. Senyuman menjadi lebih ikhlas. Mereka mula menyadari. Malaysia bukan hanya tempat untuk dilawati, tetapi tempat untuk dirasai. Tempat di mana mereka diterima tanpa syarat, tanpa prasangka. Inilah sebab mengapa ramai pelancong sukar untuk melupakan Malaysia. Bukan kerana destinasi semata-mata, tetapi kerana rasa dihargai itu kekal dalam ingatan. Rasa dihormati sebagai manusia. Rasa dekat walaupun berlainan bangsa dan budaya. Dan apabila mereka pulang ke negara asal, satu perkara pasti akan mereka ceritakan di Malaysia. Mereka bukan orang asing.
Go to Malaysia if you want to learn English. Do not go to England. Do not go to America. Why? Because here in Malaysia, together with learning English, you will gain a superpower, understanding every single accent in the world. Whether it's Malay, Chinese, Indian, African, Italian, French, South Korean, Japanese. As someone who has learned English here in Malaysia, and I've learned my English from the Chinese, the Malays, the Indians, and everyone else that lives here, the English that you learn here in Malaysia is going to be influenced by so many different people, cultures, that your English is going to be the united version of English, the English of the world, and you will easily understand everyone because you've heard every single accent while you've been here in Malaysia, and everyone in the world will understand you. With a few minor exceptions, English people still sometimes don't understand my English, but I invite them all to Malaysia because it's time to catch up with the rest of the world. Macam iOS 27, the new and updated version of English oleh Malaysia untuk semua.
Okay, but why is no one talking about Malaysia being literally the best destination to learn English? So if you want to learn English and you don't want to spend a ton of money going to a Western country to learn, go to Malaysia, sign up for a language academy, and thank me later. The best way to learn English is to practice it, and Malaysians speak such good English. And even more so than that, they speak, in my opinion, like the most adorable English ever. It's really simple to use. I even use Malaysian English when I'm in other countries. When I'm abroad, speaking to someone that probably doesn't speak very good English, instead of saying, yes, I can do that, I say, can. That's enough, and they understand. English speakers make speaking English so complicated, and it really doesn't need to be that way, and Malaysia has opened my eyes to the way of simple English. Food, travel, accommodation. It is so affordable. Heck, I also got my bachelor's degree at Monash University, which is a top 1% university, and I graduated with zero debt. Yes, I hear the Americans' ears perking up. And while you're there, because I obviously convinced you to go, enjoy the food for me, okay? I miss it. Said that.
Oh,
Yes, sir.
what is it?
This is putu piring.
Is it sweet or?
The inside, the ingredient inside is palm sugar.
Ah, okay.
It's not that sweet. It's just that average.
Tens de acreditar nas
What one is
pessoas.
the rice with right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you want?
Bastante simpática.
Malaysia tidak memaksa sesiapa untuk memahaminya. Negara ini hanya menjadi dirinya sendiri. Dalam senyap melalui senyuman rakyatnya, bahasa yang mudah difahami, dan sikap yang merendah diri, Malaysia telah menyentuh hati ramai pelancong. Mereka datang dengan jangkaan biasa, tetapi pulang dengan cerita luar biasa. Disinilah keindahan sebenar Malaysia, sebuah negara yang mungkin tidak sempurna, tetapi kaya dengan jiwa. Negara yang tidak memandang orang luar sebagai orang asing, tetapi sebagai tetamu yang wajar dihargai. Dan mungkin inilah sebab mengapa ramai yang datang hanya untuk melancong, tetapi pulang dengan rasa rindu. Kerana di Malaysia, pelancong tidak sekadar singgah, mereka disambut, mereka dihormati, dan mereka diingati